Chapter 51 Unexpected Problems. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Jiang Chanming took a sip from his fifth coffee of the day as he continued to read the documents in front of him. For some reason, Jiang Core is having a lot of problems lately. Things like false premium increases and fake insurance claim cases are hovering the company like an annoying mosquito. The worst thing about this is that the media got a hold of it and is constantly pounding at his door asking for an interview. He took a deep breath as a massaged his temples. He had been in a lot of stress lately. He could not even remember when was the last day that he spent some time with his wife and daughter. Somehow he felt a little guilty. He knows that what happened to Jiang Mian is partly his fault. However, the sudden scandal in the company is keeping him away from his family. He could not understand why all of a sudden, a tragedy would strike his company. Jiang Chanming made sure to cover up those things before. He never expected them to suddenly show up and cause such disturbance in his life. Mr. Jiang, we received another call from a reporter. This time it's from the Post Daily. They are asking for an interview. I already told you to decline all of them. Tell him I'm busy or make up another reason. Just say I am unavailable or something. Jiang Chanming chided. They have been receiving these calls in the past few days. It is irritating him more and more. Also, Mrs. Jiang called. She wanted you to know that she needed your signature in a dress that she ordered for Miss Jiang Mian. She said the bank did not give her permission to spend such a big amount of money without your permission. His secretary informed him. Jiang Chanming leaned back and clenched his jaws in annoyance. Lu Shi had been asking him a big amount of money lately for Jiang Mian's birthday. Although this spending is not enough to bankrupt them, the company is having a hard time right now. They should not spend their money on nonsense things like this. How much does she want this time? He inquired, his brows wrinkled. 8 million yuan. Tell her that I do not approve of this dress. 2 million should be enough for a dress. He commanded. Jiang Mian is still facing a big scandal. He is even reluctant to invite some of his elite friends because of this. What could be Lu Shi's reasons for buying such an expensive dress? Is it just to cover up the embarrassment caused by Jiang Mian? Speaking of this embarrassment, Jiang Mian already asked for Jiang Yu's forgiveness in public. However, Jiang Yu is still not responding. Jiang Chanming can't help but feel another burst of anger erupt inside of him. All this embarrassment is caused by Jiang Yu. He wondered, when did Jiang Yu become this cruel? While he was still reflecting his current situation, he heard his business phone ring. He glanced at the screen and furrowed his brows when he saw that it was his elder brother Jiang Tianqi. What do you want? He grumbled when he answered the phone. Ah, younger brother. I miss you too, he heard Jiang Tianqi's taunting voice on the other line. I have no time to talk to you. I have some business to attend to, he said while scowling. He and his elder brother are not on friendly terms. Jiang Tianqi was supposed to inherit the Jiang Core, but because of Wang Rou's help, Jiang Chanming was able to secure the CEO position. This made the two brothers estranged from each other. I heard. Jiang Tianqi chuckled in delight. You know, you can stop acting tough in front of me. After all, Wang Rou is already gone. You don't have a backer anymore. You. What are you talking about? Ho ho ho. I heard some shareholders were already thinking of selling their shares. With the current situation of Jiang Core, it won't be too long before it goes completely. Shut your trap. You don't know anything. Why are you angry, younger brother? I am just giving you a heads up. I am your elder brother after all. Don't call me unless you need something important. Jiang Chanming growled before cutting the line. He gritted his teeth before he turned his phone off. Jiang Tianqi is just waiting for an opportunity like this to reclaim the company. And he will not let that happen. Jiang Chanming took another sip from his coffee. This is a very precarious time for the company. He can't have any distractions. However, out of his expectations, Lu Shi suddenly barged into his office with bulging eyes. Jiang Chonming, what do you mean by this? Why did you stop me from buying Jiang Mian's dress? Lu Shi badgered, almost poking him in the face. 8 million for a dress. Are you out of your mind? Jiang Chonming said, contempt and irritation radiating from his eyes. Bvec Lu Shi stuck her hands against her hips and squinted her eyes at Jiang Chonming. Exactly, it's just 8 million. How can you not give this to her? She is your daughter. Can you not buy a 2 million dress? We are not even sure if someone will turn up at her party. And whose fault is that? Oh right. It was you and your useless plan. Lu Shi countered. Look, I don't have time to deal with this right now. 2 million is n. No. You can't have your daughter wear something as cheap as a 2 million dress. Did you see Jiang Yu's dress during her birthday? That was worth tens of millions. Did you see that necklace? It's worth tens if not hundreds of millions. How can you become so biased and let Jiang Mian wear some tea? Enough. I said it's 2 million. Now go and get your daughter and a nice 2 million dress. Stop acting like a spoiled brat. Jiang Chonming chastised his wife. He does not have any time to deal with Lu Shi's jealousy right now. You are a useless father. Lu Shi fumed before she stomps her way out of Jiang Chonming's office. After Lu Shi left, Jiang Chonming let out a long sigh. His wife had been having some outrageous request lately. It seems that Lu Shi wanted to make this party as grand as Jiang Yu's. He shook his head and closed his eyes. It seems that a lot of problems is coming in his way lately. Inside a tall building in another city, a man can be seen smiling widely while talking to someone over the phone. He nodded his head as excitement flashed in his eyes. Yes. I understand. I will talk to some of the board members tomorrow. Got it. I will let you know once it's done. After the call, the man let out a broad smile. He gets up from the swivel chair and walks towards the window to look at the view outside of the building. Wang Ro, I didn't know you have such a smart daughter. He murmured as he heard a soft knock from the door. Mr. Jiang, one of the board members from Jiang Corp, just called. He wanted to see you tomorrow if you are available. His secretary politely said. I'm already scheduled to talk to another board member tomorrow. Call him back and tell him I will talk to him 2 days from now. Jiang Tianqi said without tearing his eyes off the view outside the window. After his secretary left, Jiang Tianqi then let out a chuckle of triumph. Ha! Jiang Chonming. I can't wait to see you fall. You won't even know what hit you. He said as he let out another deep laugh. Chapter 52 Simple, Vulnerable Woman. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Days passed and Jiang Chonming continued to suffer from the sudden scandals that hit his company. While he is doing his best to win over the raging board members, Lu Shi and Jiang Mian are also doing their best to win the sympathy of the people. Jiang Mian issued an apology to Jiang Yu. She used all her acting talents as she cried and begged for Jiang Yu's forgiveness in an interview. After the interview, Jiang Mian suddenly got sick and was admitted to the hospital. The doctors informed the media that it was because of depression. Jiang Mian's situation earned her some sympathy. The mother and daughter pair thought that they could fool everyone. However, who is Jiang Yu? Jiang Yu already know what they are planning. So, she did the best thing, okay, maybe the second best thing that she is good at, ignoring them. She chose to stay silent and watched the show that the mother and daughter pair wanted to brew. Jiang Yu can't really help but applaud both Lu Shi and Jiang Mian. They almost used all of their efforts just for their plans. Just like what Lu Shi said, they are going all out. And for what? Just to get Fu Jin from Jiang Yu. And to think that Fu Jin is not even hers yet. You know, I always thought that the almighty young Master Fu is worth something like this. I mean, look at the effort that Jiang Mian is doing just to gain a little sympathy from you. Jiang Yu said, her voice a little bubbly. Fu Jin just nodded and chose not to say anything. This did not happen in his previous life. His interference in Jiang Yu's life must have made a lot of changes. However, Fu Jin does not have any time to dwell with unimportant people right now. They are on their way to see the results of the national exams. This is a very exciting event for him. Fu Jin's lips curled as he took a peek at the necklace hanging in Jiang Yu's neck. The necklace suited Jiang Yu's pale neck. He always wanted to give this necklace to her in his past life. However, his cowardice won over his feelings. The glowing appreciation in Fu Jin's eyes didn't go unnoticed by Jiang Yu. Seeing his intense gaze, Jiang Yu can't help the little red hue from showing in her ears. She already knows what Fu Jin is thinking, and to be honest, she is quite excited to know the result of the exam as well. Wait, did she just blush? Jiang Yu widened her eyes, then lowered her head in embarrassment. Since when did this guy's gaze had this effect on her? Sensing that Fu Jin is still looking at her, Jiang Yu made a direct eye contact with him as she gives him a glare. This guy should just stop looking at her like this. She is also a woman. A simple, vulnerable woman. When Fu Jin saw her reaction, he immediately chuckled. His beloved is the most beautiful. So, are you going to stay in the car? Jiang Yu asked, her gaze unfocused, trying to avoid another eye contact. Yes. He answered. Why? She asks, clearly confused. Do you already know the result of the exam? No. But I already know that I will win, he answered while giving her a smirk. He couldn't wait. Minutes from now and Jiang Yu will become his official girlfriend. He started to wonder how it would feel to hold her hands whenever he liked to. Really? Jiang Yu cocked her head. This man sure is confident. Still, Jiang Yu could not deny the fact that she is also excited. The result of this exam does not really matter. The bet says that she will always become his girlfriend, the only question is when. Maybe she is also looking forward to becoming his official girlfriend. Who wouldn't? Fu Jin is perfect. He is handsome and kind. He is also honest and supportive. Aside from that, the best thing about Fu Jin is he can cook and bake. I mean, what is the most important thing in a relationship aside from love and respect? Sex. No, of course not. It's food. A relationship will not work without delicious food. Jiang Yu let out a chuckle while weird thoughts started to flood her mind. It is almost 2 months since her company and cafe started, and so far a lot of people liked it. Everyone loved the food in her cafe. What they don't know is that the recipes are personally made by Jiang Yu and Fu Jin. Jiang Yu even consider the cafe as their baby. A product of their hard work. Of course, she will not mention this to Fu Jin. She will keep these thoughts inside her forever. Or maybe not. Young miss, young master, we are already at the university. She heard Bei Yi said in his low tone. Bei Yi and Fu Jin had been tagging with her in the last 2 months. Fu Jin even bought a house near Wang's estate so he does not have to travel so long to see her. And she would be lying if she will say that she hated it. In fact, she likes his company. She feels like his presence is making her a little happy. Giving her warmth and comfort. Are you sure you are not going inside? She asked Fu Jin for the last time before going out of the car. Yes. I will wait for you in the car. He answered. Fu Jin decided to stay not because he is so confident of the result. He decided to stay because he would like to buy a dozen of purple tulips to congratulate her. Jiang Yu just nodded before getting out of the car and walked towards the university. Today, a lot of people are at the university. Both parents and students are waiting for the announcement of the top 10 people who passed the national exams with flying colors. The result of the national exams will be announced in the same way all throughout the top universities in the country. First, they will mention the top 10 students, then show the remaining names of the passers. However, the results will only be posted on the most prestigious school in the city. And in this case, it is Jiang Yu's school. Jiang Yu dialed Shen Rong's number as she walked towards the cafeteria. There are a lot of people at the university today. So, she agreed to meet with her friend in the school cafeteria. Jiang Yu over here. She immediately heard Shen Rong's voice the moment that she took a step inside. She made her way into Shen Rong and was taken aback when she saw Miss Shen nervously fidgeting beside her. She gives a warm smile to both of them and occupied the vacant seat across Shen Rong. "What's wrong?" she asked. She had sensed that the atmosphere is quite weird. "Don't mind her. She is just nervous about the results." Shen Rong shrugged. "So, Jiang Mian sent an invitation to her birthday tomorrow. She never invited me before. Don't you think it's weird?" "Don't know, she also sent an invitation to my grandfather," Jiang Yu said. "Of course, it's not weird. Jiang Mian and Lu Shi are planning for such a great show. They needed more audience. Teacher Shen, you should relax. Take it easy. It's just an exam result." Jiang Yu turned her attention towards the tense Miss Shen. "Jiang Yu, this is not just another exam result. This is elder sister's last chance to prove to this university that she is still fit to teach here. If she will not have many passers from her class, then Headmistress Lu will kick her out of the school." Shen Rong explained. This time she gives her sister a pat in the back. "What if someone from her class enters the top 10? Jiang Yu inquired. "HMP, top 10. Keep dreaming." A shrill and annoying voice suddenly jeered, interrupting their conversation. Chapter 53 Stray Dog. You are listening at novelfull.audio. "Miss Yang Mei. It's nice for you to join us here. I never thought that this place is enough to cater an immortal like you." Shen Rong immediately mimicked Miss Yang's shrill voice and annoying tone. Jiang Yu looked at the woman wearing a provocative business suit in front of her. This is Yang Mei, the known teacher of the special class in this university. She also remembered that this was the same teacher who refused to accept her when she joined this school. Miss Yang looks is the exact opposite of Miss Shen. While Miss Shen likes to wear mismatched old clothes, Miss Yang likes to wear the provocative fashionable type of clothing. She is also taller and slimmer than Miss Shen. "Careful on your words, young lady. I could still ask the headmistress to punish someone for me," Yang Mei said with a mocking smile. Her arrogance came from the fact that she is the one who handled the special section. She always has some privilege that she can use against some students and teachers alike. "So, I am here to look at the nervous Miss Shen. I mean, did you already cleared your desk? That will save you some time to say goodbye to some of the teachers who liked you," she added as she looked at Teacher Shen, who was looking downwards. "Oh, I forgot. You don't have someone to say goodbye to," Yang Mei sneered. Jiang Yu wrinkled her brows while looking at the scene in front of her. She did not know the story behind Miss Shen and Miss Yang, but she surely does not like this arrogant person in front of her. "Oh. So this is the infamous Miss Jiang Yu. Sorry, I did not notice you there, Your Highness," Yang Mei said as she stared at Jiang Yu with her provoking smile. Yang Mei's remarks earned some giggles from the people behind her. This made her even happier. Yang Mei never liked Jiang Yu since the day that she started going into this school. However, what made her explode is the fact that Jiang Yu caused such a great commotion with 3 of her best students. Yu Chen, Jiang Mian, and Lu Qian. This brought her shame and embarrassment. Of course, Yang Mei will never accept that it was her students' fault for provoking Jiang Yu. Jiang Yu looked at the woman who wants to provoke her. This is not worth of her time at all. She didn't even remember meeting this woman. Why is she trying to provoke her now? What? Too speechless. Your Highness. Yang Mei mocked. You. Shenrong was about to say something when she was stopped by Jiang Yu. Let's go, Shenrong. This stray dog is not worth it. We should just call someone from the animal control to pick them up. Else, they will keep on barking at everyone around them, she calmly said. Her voice is soft but enough for everyone including Yang Mei to hear. You. What dog? Are you talking about me? Yang Mei blurted. This Jiang Yu even had the guts to offend a prominent teacher like her. Jiang Yu shrugged. If the shoe fits, then feel free to wear it. Then she grabbed Shenrong and Miss Shen out of the cafeteria, leaving the fuming Yang Mei inside. The day just started and some stray dogs are already barking at them. How unfortunate. After some minutes of walking, Jiang Yu and her company decided to settle down in the chairs at the school ground. This is where they will announce the result of the exams. The announcement is all electronics to make sure that it will be done at the same time. A big LED screen can be seen on top of the stage. This will show the name of the top students one by one. As the time of the announcement nears, Jiang Yu can't help but feel her heartbeat getting faster and faster. Her hands started to sweat as she wondered since when did she start becoming such a nervous wreck. Minutes passed and the program finally started. Headmistress Lu proudly stood in front of everyone together with all of the faculty members. This includes both Teacher Shen and Miss Yang. Today is a very exciting day. She started. In a few seconds, we will know the top 10 people who made their school proud. But before anything else, I would like to thank every student who did their best in the exams last month. Headmistress Lu gives everyone a big smile as her eyes roamed around the whole student body in front of her. Her eyes stopped at Jiang Mian. She is already expecting the best from her nephew. The screen started to blink. A signal that they are about to show the top 10 students. The top 10 is Yu Chen from our university. Headmistress Lu's laughter echoed around the university. Okay, I will give Yu Chen a minute to speak in front of everyone. Jiang Yu saw Yu Chen from the other side of the school ground. He beamed at the sight of everyone cheering for him. Yu Chen felt proud. Although he is involved in a scandal that destroyed his reputation, this exam's result can easily turn the tides for his future. He went into the stage and gave thanks to Headmistress Lu. He accepted a plaque with a big top 10 written on it, then made his way into the mic and looked at everyone in front of him. I would like to thank everyone, especially my parents, for their support and understanding. I would also like to apologize to Miss Jiang Yu for the misunderstanding and heartbreak I have caused her. Then he bowed and walked away from the stage. When Jiang Yu heard his statement, she couldn't help but giggle. Yu Chen is really dumb. He is still saying that it is a misunderstanding when everyone already saw the video. Then the screen blinks again and this time, Jiang Mian's name pops up. This made Headmistress Lu and Teacher Yang ecstatic. Just like what they expected, Jiang Mian did not embarrass them. 2 people at the top 10 came from their university. For Headmistress Lu, this is a very good thing. Again, she asked Jiang Mian to speak in front of everyone. However, contrary to everyone's expectation, Jiang Mian did not thank anyone when she faced the crowd. Instead, she started bawling and asked for Jiang Yu's forgiveness. Elder sister, please forgive me. I did not mean to hurt you. I was insecure, and I got blinded by jealousy. Please, elder sister, forgive me. I was being weak. Woo. Jiang Mian continued to sob like a child being scolded. Jiang Yu badly wanted to laugh out loud. This Jiang Mian, who is she trying to fool? Is she doing this because of the local media covering the show today? Probably. Or is she doing this to gain some sympathy from Fu Jin? Somehow, the thought of Fu Jin with Jiang Mian is making her uncomfortable. Elder sister. I would like to give my plaque and rewards to you to show my sincerity. Please accept my heartfelt apology. Jiang Mian bowed, her eyes are red from crying and her face a little pale. However, before Jiang Yu could utter a single word, Jiang Mian collapsed in front of everyone. Jiang Yu rolled her eyes in annoyance. This Jiang Mian is addicted to being an actress. She almost fooled everyone. Why does she love acting so much? You accept Jiang Mian's apology already. She even gave you a low bow when is already a treasured student at our school. How dare you act so arrogantly in front of her? Yang Mei immediately scolds Jiang Yu. Even Headmistress Lu can't help but furrow her brows. This Jiang Yu is outrageous. She is arrogant to the core. Headmistress Lu narrowed her eyes as she started to think of ways to embarrass Jiang Yu after the program. Their beloved student just collapsed. How could she not blame this Jiang Yu in front of her? Shushed. Jiang Yu gestured for her to stop talking while watching some of Jiang Mian's friends carry her to the clinic. They are about to announce the top 8. She said while looking at Yang Mei. Yang Mei was forced to swallow her anger as everyone's attention was averted to the screen. Even Headmistress Lu ignored her outburst. They could always ask for Jiang Yu to apologize later. What they need to do now is finish the announcement. There are many top students in the special class, so Headmistress Lu can't help but hope for another student to enter the top 10 along with Yu Chen and Jiang Mian. Even Lu Qian, who is also her nephew, is expecting her name to be part of the top 10. However, to their disappointment, the student's name that appeared for top 8, 7th, 6th, 5th and 4th did not come from their university. Seeing that Headmistress Lu already lost her enthusiasm, Yang Mei immediately scolded Jiang Yu in front of everyone after the third spot's name was shown. You arrogant woman! Apologize in front of everyone now. How dare you cause Jiang Mian to collapse, huh? You are nothing like her. Her toes are not even enough for you to touch. She is one of the top students in the country now. Yang Mei's rant came to a halt when she noticed that everyone, including the headmistress, was looking at the screen behind her, petrified. Almost as if they have seen a ghost. Yang Mei turned her head towards the screen and almost collapsed on the spot when she read the name of the overall top 2 students' name of the national exams. She paled in fright as she read the 2 words that can be seen flashing at the screen. Jiang Yu. Chapter 54 Newly Crowned Queen. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The girl in the clinic bed is mobile. There is already no sign of the paleness in her skin that was just visible moments ago. When Lu Qian enters the room, the girl gave her a lively grin. Her smile extends to her eyes. So. Did you see everyone's reaction? The girl inquired, her eyes twinkling. Duh. What do you expect? Of course, they were angry at Jiang Yu for not accepting your apology. Lu Qian shrugged while looking at the girl in front of her. This lively girl is no other than Jiang Mian. I'm going back. I will check if my name is included in the top 10. You should go back too. Maybe after another 3 minutes or so. She said before she trots her way out of the room. When Lu Qian left, Jiang Mian's smiling face faltered. It was replaced by an evil grin. Just like she expected, she made it to the top 10. Although she felt so happy about it, she can't just show how she truly feels. She needs to act as if she really wanted Jiang Yu's forgiveness. Jiang Mian can't wait to know Jiang Yu's reaction if she will apologize in front of everyone again and offer her plaque. She wanted to see if that Jiang Yu can still sit arrogantly in front of her, an honored student not just in the school but also in the whole country. She let out another giggle as she gets up and made her way into the bathroom. Jiang Mian is currently in the university's clinic resting. She looked at herself in the mirror and grabbed the makeup kit that Lu Qian brought her. Good thing her cousin isn't very smart and easy to fool. Or else, no one would have helped her secretly when she collapsed on the stage. She grabbed some makeups from the bag and applied it on her face, making sure that she will look as pale as she could be. Who wouldn't pity a sick girl who is just asking for forgiveness? Ha! She is sure everyone will pity her. She made sure to put something under her eyes as well to make it look like she is trying to hide some eye bags with her makeup. After making sure that she is already satisfied with her current sickly appearance, Jiang Mian then went outside the room and told the nurse that she would like to go outside. The nurse immediately said no, but Jiang Mian cried again. This earned the nurse's approval with the condition that she will accompany Jiang Mian. As they were walking towards the school ground, Jiang Mian did not say anything. She is just looking downwards as if she is truly sad by her sister's reaction. The nurse felt helpless and pity towards her. Of course, Jiang Mian is not really feeling anything that associates with sadness right now. In fact, she is trembling with excitement. She is already planning to use this occasion to earn everyone's sympathy. She will show to everyone in live television how pitiful she is and that Jiang Yu is truly heartless. Jiang Mian is sure that everyone will sympathize a highly intelligent and talented girl like her. That Jiang Yu is only on top of her when it comes to family status and maybe beauty. Aside from that, she is nothing. Not even fit to lift her shoes. She is already thinking of doing all sorts of the act just to earn the crowd's sympathy when she heard Yang Mei's shrill voice shouting at Jiang Yu. Jiang Mian lowered her head as her lips curled up. Ha! Jiang Yu is doomed to embarrass herself today. Or so she thought. Jiang Mian moved closer to Jiang Yu, making sure that everyone will see them next to each other. She couldn't help but laugh inwardly while listening to Yang Mei's rant. You are nothing like her. Her toes are not even enough for you to touch. She is one of the top students in the country now. When she noticed that Yang Mei stopped talking, Jiang Mian immediately lifted her head to look at the current situation. However, what she saw is a scene that she will never forget all her life. Jiang Mian's eyes widened. It was as if a bucket of cold water was poured into her being. Her brain refused to cooperate, making her forget how to breathe, unable to speak. Totally stunned. She was staring straight at the screen. Unable to blink from too much emotion. Jiang Yu's name is still flashing as the crowd became silent. She saw, Yang Mei and Headmistress Lu paled. Their faces as white as chalk. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying earlier. Can you please repeat it to my unworthy self? She heard Jiang Yu's voice almost next to her. Mocking, laughing, sneering at them like they were clowns in front of her eyes. Jiang Mian tried to regain her composure and lowered her head even more. She could not let Jiang Yu see her. Everyone thought that Jiang Yu will insult Yang Mei, but to everyone's surprise, she did the exact opposite. She laughed elegantly. As if she already expected this to happen. Her laughing face made everyone mesmerized. She looks like a goddess. A goddess mocking someone for their stupidity. While everyone is having their own thoughts, Jiang Yu stopped laughing and focused her gaze on the screen. She really does not care about Yang Mei or anyone. What she cared about is the name of the top student. She can't help but let another giggle as she looked at the screen. Her body is trembling from excitement. Is Fu Jin going to be number one? She always thought that she will end up being the top one. But maybe the gods have another plan. You cheated. Her excitement was interrupted by another word of provocation by Yang Mei. Yang Mei couldn't accept it. How could Jiang Yu become a part of the top 10? She just came from abroad 2 months before the exam. And to think that she is second. This is unacceptable thing for her. This time, Jiang Yu glared at Yang Mei. Cheating is a big issue in this country. It could not just ruin her name but also her future business endeavors. How could this woman accuse her of something that might embarrass her family? What did you say? She walked towards Yang Mei at the stage. Her gaze is dark and cold. I. No, stay away from me. Yang Mei stuttered while looking at Jiang Yu's murderous expression. She never thought that Jiang Yu's cold gaze will affect her this way. She took another step backward as Jiang Yu came closer to her. Right, I wonder how did someone like you become a teacher? You encourage bullying and look down on every people that are not in your class. You think too highly of yourself, Miss Yang. You should get yourself checked for psychological illness. Jiang Yu harshly said while approaching Yang Mei. Her eyes are still as fierce as ever. When Jiang Yu was only a foot away, she moved her head closer to Yang Mei's face. Then she tilted her head as she whispered. Don't think that I would just stand here and watch you possibly ruin my family's prestige. Do it again and I will make sure you regret it for the rest of your life. I will make your family disappear in a day. I will make you watch them as I peel their skin. Then their muscles. And slowly. Just. Slowly remove their body parts one by one. I will start with the ears. Less blood, more suffering. Then the nose. Yang Mei's face turned purple, then green, then back to purple as she continued to listen to Jiang Yu's words. Don't worry, Miss Yang, I am not the type of person that will make any threats. I find it cowardly and, to be honest, funny. I will do it, and if you want I can even do it now. Jiang Yu squinted her eyes as her lips curled upwards, making it look like she is smiling at Yang Mei. She does not have time to deal with this Yang Mei, so she is keeping their interaction short. A direct assault of words should keep this woman away from her. However, if this Yang Mei is really looking for death, then she will give it to her with no interest whatsoever. No, Miss Jiang PL, please, I won't do it again. Forgive me. Yang Mei stuttered. She did not doubt Jiang Yu's words. The influence of the Wang family is vast. They are very capable of something like this happen. Good. Very good. Thank you, Miss Yang, I accept your sincere words. Jiang Yu cheered as she clapped her hands in joy, her eyes are twinkling with happiness. Smiling as if she did not just say those words to Yang Mei. My plaque, thank you. Jiang Yu added as she grabbed the plaque from the table and walked away smiling like a newly crowned queen. Chapter 55 Murmurs and Rumors. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Jiang Yu haven't even arrived at her seat yet when she heard another gasp from the crowd. But this time, she already guessed the reason for such reactions. It must be the name of the top student. Jiang Yu did not turn around to see the screen. She can feel the soft panic growing slowly in her heart. What if it was Fu Jin? What if it's not? Jiang Yu chose to close her eyes, then she suddenly turns to face the screen. Is she anticipating something? Of course, she is. Does she want it to be Fu Jin's name? She would be lying if she will say no. To be honest, her feelings are still a little complicated. But having Fu Jin is making her happy. His presence is giving her comfort. Jiang Yu let out a huge exhalation of her pent-up breath. This is it. The moment of truth. She slowly opened her eyes and stood there stupefied while staring at the name flashing on the LED screen. Fu Jin, it's him. She thought out loud. It's me. Jiang Yu flinched when she heard a soft, gentle voice next to her. It's Fu Jin. She knows his voice. His gentle and comforting voice. Realizing their close distance, Jiang Yu's ears reddened as her breath was taken away from her. It was as if her world stopped, leaving just the two of them together. Standing next to each other. She can feel her heart beating so fast against her chest. Then she felt his hand reach hers. Their hands interlocked perfectly like they are already made for each other. Jiang Yu slowly turned her head to look at Fu Jin. Their faces are so close she can easily see his thick eyelashes and a little stumble in his chin. She breathes in his scent. His scent is so exotic, enticing and warm. A hint of cinnamon and woods. To be exact, she found his scent enticing. Then Jiang Yu hesitantly looked up, her silver-gray eyes meet his black orbs. The swirls of emotion she saw made her hold her breath. Desire, affection, lust. She suddenly felt her body went rigid as her eyes slowly drifted down to his lips. Her heart was beating so loudly, making her unable to concentrate on their surroundings. Suddenly his hands touched her hips, then slowly ran up to her spine, pulling her closer. Jiang Yu shivered from the sudden sensation. She is a stranger to this feeling. Jiang Yu never experienced this type of attraction before. This is the first time that Jiang Yu appreciated the fact that Fu Jin is taller. She made up her mind and reached out to let her arms hang softly into his neck. Both Fu Jin and Jiang Yu continue to look at each other. They both know what is coming. Anticipation can be seen in both of their eyes as Fu Jin lowered his face towards hers. Then she let the chaos in her heart settle before closing her eyes. Ahem. Jiang Yu and Fu Jin's face distorted in irritation after they noticed someone standing in front of them. Someone dared to disturb them. Both of them furrowed their brows as they looked at the person standing in front of them. Jiang Yu ground her teeth in anger when she saw it was Jiang Mian. This woman is really bent on making her angry. It was supposed to be her first kiss. Now she just destroyed everything. Jiang Yu wanted to slap Jiang Mian. Ugh. She felt frustrated. As if something she badly wanted was just taken away from her. What? Fu Jin suddenly hissed. His face is red from anger. How dare this lowly woman stop him from kissing his beloved? Seeing Fu Jin's angry expression, Jiang Mian started to sweat. Who would expect this reaction from him? All she wanted was to stop the kiss. Why is he so angry? Jiang Mian can't help but be confused. Does he really like Jiang Yu so much to react like this? Elder sister, young Master Fu. I am here to congratulate both of you. I just hope that elder sister will put the past behind and forgive me. Jiang Mian stammered. HMP, get away from me. Fu Jin harshly said. This woman is really looking for ways to provoke him. She must be looking for death. Forgiveness. That's what you want, right? Jiang Yu asked as she crossed her arms. Fine, if that's what it takes for you to stop bothering us, then I forgive you. Now go. Leave. Elder sister, thank you. Please. I would like to treat both of you tonight as a celeb. We're busy. Fu Jin interjected. Then he grabbed Jiang Yu's hands and started to walk away from Jiang Mian. However, Jiang Yu suddenly stopped walking. To everyone's surprise, she turned around and grabbed Jiang Mian's plaque. I'm taking this is very valuable after all. You already give it to me. Right. Younger sis? She asked. Clearly trying to provoke Jiang Mian. What valuable? Her plaque is clearly worthless compared to what Jiang Yu have. Jiang Mian clenched her fist as she forces herself to swallow down her anger. This woman is looking down on her. Wanting to provoke her. She badly wanted to tear off Jiang Yu's smiling face. Jiang Mian used all of her self-control to let go of her anger. Tomorrow will be Jiang Yu's doom. She already talked to Yu Chen, and everything is already set for the party. It won't just be a party. It will be one hell of a show. However, the show will not feature Jiang Mian. It will be a show of Jiang Yu's embarrassment in front of everyone. The thought itself is already making her excited. As long as Jiang Yu shows up tomorrow, then her future is already as good as nothing. She will see how arrogant can she be after tomorrow night. If their plans succeed, she will make sure to make Jiang Yu's life a living hell. This is what she deserved for embarrassing her like this. This thought made Jiang Mian's mood change for the better. She let go of the plaque and gave Jiang Yu a sweet smile. Of course. I hope elder sister will attend my birthday celebration tomorrow as a way to celebrate this new beginning between us. Jiang Mian said. Her voice is sweet and amiable. Sure. I won't forget to give you a new set of branded makeup. The ones that you currently have are clearly not doing its job. Jiang Yu smirked before she walks towards Fu Jin. Then hand in hand the pair left the school grounds full of murmurs and rumors. Chapter 56 Sentiments. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jiang Yu and Fu Jin had been on an awkward silence since they boarded the car. However, Jiang Yu was not feeling awkward at all. She was just in a deep thought. They are officially together. Jiang Yu never experienced this type of relationship in her previous life, so she is somewhat clueless on what to do next. This kind of relationship is totally foreign to her. Jiang Yu closed her eyes as her mind started to wander. When she met Fu Jin, she never thought that this day would come. Jiang Yu laughed inwardly when she remembered how she threatened to kill Fu Jin the first time they met. Then her emotions turned a sudden drop when she remembered the things that happened when she was at the hospital. She still can't forget his fearful cries and his mournful voice begging for her to wake up. Is it really possible? Falling in love because of some dreams. Jiang Yu can't help but wonder what the future holds for the both of them. She already changed a big part of what's about to happen. Now, she is also expecting a great change from Fu Jin's appearance. But she can't also deny the excitement in her heart. Now that they are officially together, does that mean that she will be able to experience all the things that she was not able to enjoy in her previous life? Like a memorable first kiss. Or maybe even falling in love. Love. Is that really possible for her? Jiang Yu shake the thoughts out of her mind. Having doubts in this life is useless. Whatever the future holds, she is always ready to face it. She opened her eyes and fixed her gaze at Fu Jin, who was already staring at her intently. Fu Jin seemed to be engrossed in his own thoughts that she did not even notice Jiang Yu's eyes fixed on him. Ahem. So where are we going? She asked. Fu Jin always had this habit. Staring at her while thinking deeply. He would stare at her like she is a porcelain doll. Something so fragile. Something that might crumble and break any time. Something that would disappear. Jiang Yu always wondered why he always does this, but she never had the guts to ask him. It's a surprise. He answered while giving her a mischievous grin. We are already outside of the city. Jiang Yu blurted out her observation. It seems that they are on their way to the mountainous part of the country. Fu Jin just nodded. You will know our destination soon. After another hour of what seems to be an endless car ride, the car finally showed signs of slowing down. We're here. She inquired while beaming at Fu Jin. Aside from Jiang Yu's whirlwind thoughts, she is also very happy and excited. If she guessed it right, then, this would be their first date. Fu Jin didn't say anything. He just gets out of the car and made his way to the other side of the door to open it for her. Jiang Yu stepped out of the car and was immediately welcomed by scenic beauty and fresh air. Wow! She can't help but appreciate the beautiful scene in front of her. They seem to be in a park. Acres of rolling lawn with soft grassy ground and perfectly lined trees can be seen all over the place. This is a perfect picnic spot. She can see the shades and streams of sunlight softly filtered through the canopy of trees surrounding the area. The intoxicating smell of nature enveloped her as she was listening to the chirping sound of birds and water from a nearby stream. The current environment made her relaxed and comfortable. Then she noticed Fu Jin plaid a picnic blanket under the biggest tree adjacent to the stream. Bei Yi also brought a basket from the car. Inside the blanket were all delicious homemade lunch and snacks. Of course, there were also homemade drinks and desserts. These are all her favorites. She excitedly runs towards them and took a seat beside Fu Jin. Good thing she is not wearing a dress today, or else this will be uncomfortable for her. Do you like it? Fu Jin asked as he handed her a sandwich. Jiang Yu accepted the sandwich and directly took a bite out of it. Yes. I love it. She answered, her eyes are forming into two beautiful crescents. Then she picks up a glass of what she guessed was a blueberry lemonade, one of her favorites. You really know me too well. Sometimes I think that you know me more than I know myself. She said jokingly. Fu Jin fell into silence as he looks into the stream in front of them. You know, I am not doing all this to impress you. He started. I'm doing this to remind you that you are the best thing that ever happened to me. And to show you how thankful I am have met you once in my dreams. Then he looked at Jiang Yu again. His eyes are full of unspoken emotions. Thank you. He said. As their eyes met, Jiang Yu felt her heart skip a beat. What are you thanking me for? She asked, clearly confused. She didn't remember doing something for Fu Jin. In fact, she never did anything for him at all. For making my life worth living. Jiang Yu lowered her head after hearing Fu Jin's statement. Fu Jin had been so good to her, she is somehow afraid that this will suddenly end. Does she really deserve this? All of this. She did a lot of bad things in her previous life. All she wanted in this life is to be happy. This is out of her expectations at all. Jiang Yu was so absorbed in her current thoughts that she failed to notice the tears starting to pour from her eyes. Seeing this, Fu Jin immediately moves towards her and covered her in his embrace. You deserved it. He said as if he could read the vortex of emotions and thoughts slowly trying to consume her. Trust me. You deserve more than this. He whispered while slowly patting her back. His words full of emotions made Jiang Yu let go of her pent-up sentiments. So what if she did some crazy things in her past? So what if she made herself dirty before? So what if she is as filthy as the mud before she died? Does that mean she doesn't deserve another shot at love? Does that mean she doesn't deserve to experience this type of happiness? Does that mean she doesn't deserve someone like Fu Jin? She sank into the warmth of his embrace as she started to thank the gods for giving her a chance to experience this. Thank you. She sobbed. Then Jiang Yu felt something melt inside her as she wrapped her arms around him, not wanting this moment to end. Chapter 57 Accomplishments. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. It has been more than 30 minutes since Jiang Mian's birthday celebration started and not even a shadow of Jiang Yu's hair can be seen. Somehow, Jiang Mian and Lu Shi are feeling nervous. They already prepared everything, how can Jiang Yu not attend this party? HMP. Still so arrogant after all. She thinks she is above everyone else. So what if she is a little smart? Lu Qian grumbled. Although Lu Qian is not aware of Jiang Mian and Lu Shi's plan, she is still waiting for Jiang Yu to show. Jiang Mian's party may not be as grand as Jiang Yu's, but there are also important guests in this party. Shu, lower down your voice. Jiang Mian immediately chastised her cousin. Today, Jiang Mian is wearing the 8 million dress that Lu Shi wanted. It is a red beaded A-line gown made of ivory silk with a silver embroidered waistband. It is her day. So, it is only reasonable for her to wear the most beautiful dress at the party. After all, this is her time to shine. Ah! Here you are. Why are you just standing here? Lu Shi said while approaching both Jiang Mian and Lu Qian. Come, your father wanted to introduce you to some of his business partners. Jiang Mian followed Lu Shi as they made their way into Jiang Chanming, who is happily talking to some prominent foreign businessman. Oh. Here she is. Jiang Chanming immediately announced the presence of her daughter and wife the moment he sees them. Everyone, this is my lovely daughter. She is celebrating her birthday tonight. Jiang Chanming proudly said, his eyes flashing from joy. He is in fact very proud of Jiang Mian's accomplishments. Even though she is still young. Everyone already knows her as a young talent and genius in school. That scandal tainted her reputation. But so what? Didn't she just become one of the top students yesterday? Aside from that, these investors, that he is talking today are mostly from outside the country. They have no idea about Jiang Mian's scandal. Ah. I heard. This must be Miss Jiang. I am well aware of your accomplishments abroad. I heard you also got the second spot of the national exams. How delightful. A woman in her 50s said with excitement. This woman is clearly not aware of Jiang Mian's true identity. She came in late and was not able to hear Jiang Chonming introducing her daughter at the beginning of the party. The atmosphere immediately turned cold after the comment of the old lady. Mrs. Johnson. What accomplishments are you talking about? I never knew that Miss Jiang studied abroad, another investor inquired. He is not from outside of the country, so he is quite familiar with the Jiang family. Oh. Miss Jiang right here is an accomplished poet abroad. I believe she went to one of the top university abroad. My grandson used to be her schoolmate. She is so young and talented. Too bad I didn't have the opportunity to meet her when I visited her school. Now I feel so lucky to attend her birthday. She is not only a talent but also a beauty. Mrs. Johnson explained as her eyes beamed with happiness. She already heard of Miss Jiang's name before. She even thought of having a marriage alliance to this young lady. After all, she is acquainted with Jiang Yu's father. Now, that she had the opportunity to face her, she will not waste this opportunity. Wow! That is impressive. I didn't know you have such a talented and beautiful daughter, Mr. Jiang. Another investor joined the conversation. Ah. Jiang Chonming awkwardly said. Right. My daughter is not only talented but also very smart. Lu Shi said. This people was clearly talking about Jiang Yu and not her daughter. But really? Who cares? That B*TCH woman is clearly not here. Hearing Lu Shi's cheerful voice, Jiang Chonming was taken aback. What is this woman doing? Isn't she just digging a grave for herself? Mr. Jiang, you are so lucky. How about we talk about business after this party? Mrs. Johnson immediately said. She already decided to help Jiang Chonming out of his current problem. What she wanted in return is a marriage alliance. The thought itself is making Mrs. Johnson's heart jump with joy. Ah! Mrs. Johnson, I did not expect you to attend my niece's birthday party. Some of the investors' face turned sour when they heard the voice who suddenly joined their conversation. They are not clueless. Most of them, even the foreign ones, know the man coming towards them. This is Jiang Chonming's brother. Jiang Tianqi, the true heir of Jiang Corporation. Oh. Chonming, is that how you welcome your big brother? Jiang Tianqi's arrival is quite unexpected even for Jiang Chonming. He couldn't even remember the last time that he saw his elder brother. Jiang Chonming furrowed his brows. His elder brother must be up into something. Else, he will not show up here unannounced. Elder brother, you failed to inform me that you will be late. I already started the party without you. I don't want everyone to wait. Please accept my apologies. Jiang Chonming respectfully said. His tone might sound apologetic but his meaning is the exact opposite. Jiang Chonming wanted everyone to emphasize that his brother is late. What businessmen value most of all is their time. Who would want to associate themselves with people who are always tardy? Ah. No worries. No worries. Oh, here is my favorite birthday girl. Happy birthday, Xiao Mian. Here, this is my gift. Jiang Tianqi cheered, ignoring the meaning behind Jiang Chonming's words. What Xiao Mian? Isn't this Miss Jiang Yu? The one who studied abroad? Mrs. Johnson asked, her nose wrinkled, face full of contempt. Did Jiang Chunming's wife just lie to them? No. No. This is my niece, Jiang Mian. The birthday girl. Ha ha ha. Mrs. Johnson, you must forgive my brother. After all, he is not in good terms with his eldest daughter. Jiang Tianqi declared without a little bit of shame. How could he miss the opportunity to embarrass Jiang Chunming? After hearing Jiang Tianqi's words, Jiang Chunming and Lu Shi's face contorted. While Jiang Mian lowered her head and clenched her fist. That woman is still making trouble for her even if she is not here. Good. Very good, Mr. Jiang. I never thought that you will be like this. Mrs. Johnson said with a mocking smile. Although it is partly her fault for mistaking Jiang Mian as Jiang Yu, she still finds it unreasonable for Lu Shi to agree with her. In reality, Mrs. Johnson is a very shrewd businesswoman. She will never do something that will never give her any benefit. Now that she knows the truth about Jiang Chunming and Jiang Yu, her goal is already close to impossible. She is already thinking of pulling all her investments from the Jiang Corps. Jiang Chunming was about to apologize when he suddenly heard a soft mellow voice. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for being late. Chapter 58 Matt Chapter Made in Heaven. You are listening at novelfull.audio. All heads turned towards the direction of the voice. Everyone seemed to be in a trance while looking at the two people at the entrance. Jiang Yu is wearing what seemed to be a backless black gown that accentuates all the right curves in her body. The gown seemed to sparkle when she moves as it was covered with hand-stitched diamonds. Her whole image could have graced any billboard or magazine cover. Her black dress emphasized her jade-like skin. The curls in her ombre hair perfectly shaped her small heart-shaped face. However, what attracted them the most is her silver-gray eyes. Fu Jin's presence is also not something to be ignored. He is wearing a black suit that complements perfectly into Jiang Yu's attire. His beautiful face is turned towards Jiang Yu, looking at her as if he is trying to capture her every move. The couple walked hand in hand towards Jiang Chunming and the group of businessmen. Hey, is that the black diamond dress that was auctioned for 15 million last month? Oh. The one with rhinestones and diamonds. Wow. What a piece of artwork. I heard it was personally hand-stitched by the designer himself. Really? Miss Jiang Yu is really blessed and lucky. Look at how the young Master Fu looks at her. Ah. I wish my husband looks at me that way. I'm so jealous. Can I have someone like young Master Fu? So the rumors are true. They are already together. I am very happy for them. Too bad my grandson is not in this country, or else I would have asked for an engagement from the Wang household before young Master Fu declared his love for her. Oh. They both look so good together. Can I take a picture with them? Exactly, they even look better than some movie stars. How lucky. Truly a match made in heaven. Ah. Here, let's have a toast to the couple of the night. However, the couple's appearance did not only earn gasp and admiration but also some jealousy and hatred. Especially from Lu Shi and Jiang Mian. This is supposed to be Jiang Mian's birthday. How dare Jiang Yu steal the spotlight from her? Lu Shi's anger is already making her eyes narrowed, rigid and cold as she continued to stare at Jiang Yu. While Jiang Mian can already taste the blood in her mouth from too much anger. Jiang Mian clenched her fist too hard, making her knuckles white. She gritted her teeth. Her whole being exuded animosity towards Jiang Yu. While the mother and daughter are trying to suppress their rage, Jiang Yu is charmingly smiling at everyone. Good evening. My name is Jiang Yu and this is young Master Fu from the Fu family. We truly apologized for being late. Jiang Yu bowed and gave everyone a smile. A smile so beautiful, capable of making a spring flower blossom. What a lovely girl. Mrs. Johnson was the first one who was able to break from the trance. She immediately gives her hands to the beautiful girl in front of her. I am Mrs. Johnson, an investor of Jiang Corporation. Mrs. Johnson immediately announced this to make Jiang Yu respect her. After all, Jiang Yu is also a part of the Jiang Corporation. She wouldn't dare disrespect an investor to her father's company, right? Sensing Mrs. Johnson's motives, Fu Jin furrowed his brows and gave Mrs. Johnson a firm handshake. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Johnson. I am Fu Jin. Jiang Yu's future husband, he declared. His sudden declaration earned another gasps and murmurs from the people surrounding them. Shock is also visible in Jiang Yu's eyes, and her mouth is slightly parted. Future husband. Didn't they just become an official couple yesterday? She can't help her left eyes from twitching. This young Master Fu really likes to make some shortcuts, no? Ahem. Ahem. Jiang Yu darling, we are so glad you could attend your sister's birthday. We didn't mean to disturb your busy schedule. Lu Shi suddenly jibed. This Jiang Yu came late, now Fu Jin is declaring himself as his future husband. Are these people trying to kill her from too much anger? No problem. I don't mind it. Jiang Yu's nonchalant answer made Lu Shi want to puke more blood. The initial purpose of her statement is to have people see Jiang Yu as unfilial and mean for being late in her own sister's birthday. She is supposed to tell the reason why she is late and apologize to her and Jiang Mian. Why is it that she seems not to care about this? Did she not understand the hidden meaning behind Lu Shi's words? Why is she making it seems like Lu Shi and Jiang Mian should be the one apologizing to her? Ah. Right. So why don't we leave the younger generations to talk while we adults settle our business? Lu Shi sent a hidden glare towards Jiang Mian. Since Jiang Yu is here, then they need to push through with their plans. Seeing Lu Shi's signal, Jiang Mian immediately gives both Fu Jin and Jiang Mian a smile. Thank you for coming, elder sister, young Master Fu. Let's go to the patio. Most people our age are staying there. Sure. Jiang Yu answered. Then she followed Jiang Mian to the patio together with Fu Jin. On their way to the patio, Fu Jin and Jiang Yu are making small conversations while ignoring Jiang Mian. Jiang Yu is giggling while Fu Jin is smiling at her. This gestures made Jiang Mian more jealous. Young Master Fu seems to be so smitten with Jiang Yu. Jiang Mian's mood turned cold while thinking about their plan. She would badly want to see Fu Jin's reaction after their plan succeeds. Here we are. Jiang Mian said while waving at the group of people with Yu Chen and Lu Qian. They approached the group and Jiang Mian started to introduce every one of them to Jiang Yu and Fu Jin. Both Jiang Yu and Fu Jin seemed to enjoy the party. They started mingling with some people their age. They seemed to be oblivious of the dark plan made by Lu Shi and Jiang Mian. While Jiang Yu is busy talking with some people, Jiang Mian suddenly handed her a glass of white wine. Elder sister. I would like to have a toast with you. Congratulations for being second and for your new relationship with young Master Fu. Jiang Mian said while smiling. Jiang Yu looked at the glass of wine in front of her. This people really thought their plan would succeed. Jiang Yu already know that this drink is laced with drugs that will make her emotions increase tenfolds. This drug will make her act like a drunk and will heighten her emotions. Meaning she will be 10 times meaner and louder. This is all a part of their plan. She already noticed of Yu Chen's disappearance. Jiang Mian actually did this while Fu Jin is on his way to get their drinks. Jiang Yu is practically alone. Thank you, that is so sweet of you. But I don't drink anything with alcohol. She declines. Elder sister, this is a sparkling wine. Meaning there is absolutely no alcohol in this drink. Jiang Yu did not say anything, she only smiled at Jiang Mian. This girl is really persistent in trying to trap her. Okay. she said as she accepted the glass of wine. To the future. Jiang Yu added as she raised her glass. To the future. Jiang Mian answered. Then she gives her sister a toast before drinking all the contents of her glass. Jiang Mian watched Jiang Yu all the contents of her glass as well. Not too long, Fu Jin arrived and give the drink that he just brought for Jiang Yu. Seeing that Jiang Yu's face is starting to turn red, Fu Jin immediately frowned. When Jiang Yu saw the glass in Fu Jin's hands, she immediately drank it. She can't help it. She is feeling so thirsty. Jin, I seem to be feeling a little dizzy. Jiang Yu said as she held Fu Jin's arms. Jiang Yu, you must be drunk. Why do you even drink if you can't take it? Come, I will accompany you to one of the rooms to rest. Lu Qian volunteered. She is still not aware of Jiang Mian's plans. But Lu Shi instructed her to bring Jiang Yu to one of the rooms on the second floor if she is feeling drunk or uncomfortable. I will accompany you. Fu Jin answered as he looked at Jiang Yu, his beautiful face full of unmasked worry. Young Master Fu, you can't accompany her in a room. You are still unmarried after all. Lu Qian insisted. Jiang Yu pouted after hearing Lu Qian's statement. Then she secretly winked at Fu Jin. Okay, my head really hurts. Maybe I just need to rest. Jiang Yu said. Jin, stay here and wait for me. Okay. Fu Jin nodded and walked both of them into the stairs that will lead them to the second floor of the house. Jiang Yu then reluctantly followed Lu Qian while trying to maintain a steady walk. Seeing this, Lu Qian sneered inwardly. After yesterday, she thought that this woman is smart. However, if she is smart, then why would she drink if she can't even take a little alcohol? We're here. Lu Qian unceremoniously said. She never liked Jiang Yu, but her aunt forced her to do this. Jiang Yu immediately lie on the bed. Seeing Jiang Yu closed her eyes, Lu Qian immediately made her way out of the room. However, the whole room suddenly turned dark before she could even reach the door. Then the last thing she remembered was feeling numbed all over her body before she felt her consciousness left her. Chapter 59 Shatter. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After Jiang Yu left, Jiang Mian's smile almost never left her face. Hundreds of ideas are already buzzing inside Jiang Mian's head. If the plan is successful, then Fu Jin will surely let Jiang Yu go. Jiang Mian can then grab this opportunity to get close to him. She can't help but beam even more. She could already feel it. Their success. She then roamed her eyes towards the people in the patio. She decided to contain her excitement and approach Fu Jin. Fu Jin is alone. Drinking all by himself. He is obviously in a bad mood. Fu Jin is very much against Jiang Yu's plan, but she assured him of her safety. He had no choice but to support her. Somehow he felt helpless against Jiang Yu's stubbornness. Fu Jin let out a sigh. She asked him to trust her. And he could give her that. But the thought of seeing Jiang Yu hurt is still keeping him nervous. Young Master Fu. I hope you are enjoying my party. Jiang Mian coyly said while her face started to blush scarlet. She looked like an awkward demure girl trying to ask for directions. And who wouldn't answer a girl like that? However, contrary to Jiang Mian's expectation, Fu Jin didn't answer her. Instead, he furrowed his brows and moves 2 steps away from her. Get the hell away from me, woman. He growled. Fu Jin's sudden outburst shocked Jiang Mian and a few other guests who heard him. This is unusual even for them. They always thought that young Master Fu is not the type of guy who used curses. They saw him as a refined, elegant and handsome young master. How could he act rudely towards a woman? Young Master Fu. I don't remember offending you. Jiang Mian trembled as her face and neck grew even redder from embarrassment. I don't have any business with you. Fu Jin tried to calm down while clenching his jaws. He can't just snap like that. But who could blame him? He can't stop thinking about Jiang Yu. Get the hell away from me. He added. Young Master Fu, please don't treat Miss Jiang Mian like that. Tonight is her birthday after all. If you are angry at Miss Jiang Yu for getting drunk, then you should not include her sister. Please give her some chance, she is just asking if you like her party. That's right, young Master Fu, it was young Miss Jiang Yu's own fault for not knowing her own limitations. Miss Jiang Mian is not at fault at all. Some people tried to protest against Fu Jin's harsh reaction, making him feel irritated even more. Say another word, and I will make each of your company disappear. His overbearing words silenced everyone. Then he narrowed his eyes at Jiang Mian. You think I didn't know what happened? You are the only person who gave her a drink aside from me. Xiao Yu does not drink any alcohol. You give her one sparkling wine and suddenly she is already drunk. After Fu Jin made his statement, everyone who heard him can't help but swallow whatever they wanted to say to him earlier. He has a point. Some of them witnessed Jiang Mian giving Jiang Yu a sparkling wine in the pretense of having a toast for friendship. Fu Jin's statement clearly means one thing. The young Miss Jiang Yu must have been drugged. Now, if they are following Fu Jin's logic, then the one who drugged Jiang Yu is. Most girls who witnessed the scene paled, some have a very ugly expression in their faces. Jiang Yu accepted the wine because she thought it was a true sign of friendship. Who would have thought that her sister is really hell-bent on destroying her? Young Master Fu, don't slander me. I did not do anything to elder sister. She must have forgotten her own alcohol tolerance. Young Master Fu, please don't say something that might ruin my reputation. I am still an unmarried girl after all. Jiang Mian deflected. Right now, it's already too late for Fu Jin to stop their plan. Their plan is already close to completion. And if her guess is right, her mother will arrive in this area, right about now. Miss Jiang, you don't need me to help you ruin your reputation. You are already perfectly doing that to your own pitiful self. Fu Jin sneered before walking away without sparing another glance at Jiang Mian. The crowd immediately dispersed themselves after Fu Jin left. Some girls already promised not to associate themselves to Jiang Mian and would even inform their parents about what happened tonight. Some guys also promised to inform their family about today's events so they can avoid a marriage engagement with Jiang Mian. After all, who would want to associate themselves to a poisonous girl like her? Jiang Mian was left alone by everyone clenching her fist in anger. It's already too late for them to stop their plan now. While Jiang Mian is still wondering how Fu Jin could have known what she did, Lu Shi arrived with Jiang Chanming and some investors. Xiao Mian, where is your sister? Some investors wanted to talk to her about the company. Both of you are of age to handle matters like this. Her mother asked cheerfully. Of course, she is already aware that Jiang Yu is not here. Jiang Mian, where is your sister? Mrs. Johnson wanted to talk to her privately. Her father inquired. Jiang Chanming is not aware of Lu Shi and Jiang Mian's plan. He always thought that this birthday will end with happy memories. She got a little drunk and went on the second floor to rest. Young Master Fu is a little upset because of this. She stated. But she should be okay now, I could go ahead and get her for you. Jiang Mian immediately volunteered. The plan is already in motion. No matter what Fu Jin or everyone in the patio thinks, she can't already stop it halfway. There is no going back on this one. How about we all go together? So I can tour you in my painting collections as well. It is just next to the guest's room after all. Lu Shi suggested. What a good idea. One guest immediately agreed. The party is getting a little boring anyway, so it is only reasonable for them to seek another way to entertain themselves. Seeing everyone nodding their heads, Lu Shi and Jiang Mian immediately lead them to the second floor. Since their conversation is nor private, some people of Jiang Mian's age who heard them also chose to follow. Both mother and daughter are leading more than 15 people of prominent figures on the second floor. Seeing a large crowd gather towards the stairs, some guests also felt curious and can't help themselves but follow everyone. Seeing the crowd becoming larger and larger behind them, Jiang Mian can't help but feel a little nervous. Fu Jin already guessed what happened. It should not be hard for other people to guess as well. She looked at the people following them, seeing that Fu Jin is not one of them made her a little calm. On the other hand, Lu Shi can't stop the big smile in her face. She can already feel the victory looming above her head. Jiang Yu will finally be ruined after tonight. Lu Shi made her steps a little longer so they would arrive at the guest room faster. Everyone, this is our simple gallery. She gestured her hand at the gallery of paintings at the hall across the guest room. I will fetch Miss Jiang Yu before I introduce you to every painting in this room. Then Lu Shi made her way into the door. She opens the door and her face turned pale. Then she purposely let go the glass of wine that she is holding, making a big shatter sound attracting everyone's attention. She looked nervously at everyone's varied expression as the moans and gasps inside the room started to reach everyone's ears across the hall. Chapter 60 Exceptional Woman. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Echoes of moans and lewd words continued. The people inside were too engrossed with their intimate actions that they seemed to be unaware of the current atmosphere outside. The room was dark, so the people outside can barely see anything. What they can only see is the silhouette of people tangled together, oblivious of the fact that everyone outside of the room can hear them. Elder sister. Jiang Mian hurriedly turns on the light of the room. Panic and worry can be seen in her face. As the light illuminated the interior of the room, the two people on top of the bed immediately covered themselves with blankets. Ah Chen. Jiang Mian hesitated as she stared at the man trying his best to cover the person beside him. How? How could you, elder sister? Jiang Mian's face immediately reddened as tears started to fall from her eyes. How could you do this to my elder sister? I thought. Although this is all part of their plan, Jiang Mian still can't stop her emotions from running rampant. This is the man that she loved. Seeing him with another woman will, of course, affect her. Xiao Mian, don't say anything. Lu Shi patted Jiang Mian's back as if trying to comfort her. You boy. How dare you to do this kind of stuff in my own home? Jiang Chanming entered the room as the people outside started to peek inside the room. Though some of the girls chose to leave out of embarrassment, some guys and more matured guests still chose to stay to witness this show. Murmurs can be heard all over the place as everyone is discussing this embarrassing scene in front of them. Uncle Jiang, I will solely take responsibility for what happened here. I will marry your daughter and face all the consequences of my actions. Yu Chen directly said, his hand still on the blanket covering the person beside him. However, he is a bit confused about what happened just moments ago. Yu Chen is aware of the plan, but he seemed to have forgotten what happened after he left the party to prepare for everything. He looked at Jiang Mian and Lu Shi and wondered if they also drugged him. Yu Chen's statement somewhat confirmed that he is indeed in bed with Jiang Yu. Of course you have to take responsibility. You already embarrassed my younger daughter before. Now you are also embarrassing my eldest daughter. Jiang Chanming's statement seems to puzzle some of the people outside. How come Jiang Chanming can still remain calm after what happened? Isn't this a very embarrassing scene not only to his daughter but also to his whole household? Everyone, I apologize for my daughter's explicit actions. I did not raise her well. As you are all aware, my first wife died when Jiang Yu was young and no one was able to discipline her properly since then. Jiang Chanming looks at the crowd and made a proper bow. And here I was thinking of making a marriage alliance with your daughter. Who would have thought that she is like this? She did not even respect her sister's birthday and do something like this. Mrs. Johnson gibed, her face full of disgust. To be honest, she already feels angry after Fu Jin's blatant disrespect. However, some rumors made her make up her mind. Jiang Yu is also the only granddaughter of the Wang household. This is not something minor. She also heard that she would be the future CEO of ICOMS Tech, the biggest company of Wang Group. If she could have someone like her as a backing, then her company will surely run smoothly. I always thought that she was a woman of principle. Who would have thought that she is nothing but a slut? Mrs. Johnson's venomous words made both Lu Shi and Jiang Mian laugh inwardly. However, they still need to keep acting. Mrs. Johnson, please don't say things like that. My elder sister is nothing like that. She might be a little arrogant, but she is smart and an extremely dignified person. Jiang Mian objected like a perfect little sister. However, her words just added insult to Jiang Yu's name. What dignified? After this, who would see Jiang Yu as someone dignified? Don't worry, Mrs. Johnson, I will make sure to reprimand my daughter for this behavior. Again, everyone, I apologize for this embarrassing scene. I doubt this is my fault. I shouldn't have brought elder sister to the patio. I shouldn't have let her drink too much. Woo woo woo. Now, her reputation is already like this that Jiang Mian interjected while sobbing. Xiao Mian, it is not your fault. Lu Shi comforted her daughter. Honestly, she can't say anything because she is just too happy. Please everyone, I am begging you not to spread what happened to my elder sister. She is an exceptional woman. I don't want her to be disrespected. This time, Jiang Mian also made a bow just like Jiang Chanming. However, she can't help the little smile that escaped her lips while she bowed. HMP, crying like a true actress. Of course, I am exceptional. I am obviously not like you. A bolt of lightning seemed to strike Lu Shi and Jiang Mian when they heard Jiang Yu's mocking voice behind the crowd. You. Then who? Before Jiang Mian can finish her sentence, a coquettish voice can be heard behind Yu Chen. Brother Chen, don't forget your promise. You must take responsibility for me. Yu Chen quickly gets off the bed with only a little blanket covering the lower part of his body. Who are you? He asked as his heart started to beat faster. He looked at the girl beside him. The girl had red lipstick smeared all over her mouth. However, this does not seem to hide the girl's seductive beauty. Brother Chen, did you forget? You picked me up a while ago from C District. Even my close friend her can testify to that. The girl tucked the blanket in her bosom, making sure to cover her naked body as she uncovers another man beside her.